What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rome back with another video. Before we get started, if you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification, that way y'all know what I'm uploading, and hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, if you like the music that you hear, the distro kit link is in the description. Support your boys, support the music. All right, the goal is to reach 25k subs by the end of the year. Let's get it. So today I had a clip sent by a subscriber, and it was originally reacted to by Chantel Simone. Shout out to Chantel Simone, but I was able to dig up the original anyway. You guys, if you're new to the platform, man, y'all already know what I think of Kevin Samuels. I look at him as a father figure, mentor. As some of you guys, you know, I hold him up to a pretty high regard. Rest in peace. All right, and I'm gonna try my best to get through this. All right. So y'all saw the thumbnail and the title, so y'all already know what this is about. I ain't gonna waste no more time. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Shorter men or bigger men, when their image is together, destroy average guys. Because having your image together as a bigger man or a shorter man, you get confidence points. So I want to talk about guys who want to be in the top 20%. You know, love my average dudes. You know your Godfather, ride or die for my blue Henrys, my white collar Henrys, my average guys. Yeah, I think it's funny when I hear people talk about he looks down on guys who don't have money. You full of fudge and crap. I need you guys to understand something. Start listening real closely to people who say they watch my content. If they say some crap like that, you know they are not watching my content.
And these are facts, man. This was one of the reasons why I made my channel, because I wanted to speak directly to the guys that are on that level. Why? Because I can relate, because I'm on that same level. And I think that's one of the things that makes me relatable. And what I also wanted people to understand is that although his message was directed towards the higher earners, he never looked down on an everyday average earner. And part of the reason why is because Kevin Samuels had to start somewhere himself. Like, a lot of people don't know, like, this man was working 2-3 jobs at the same time at one point when he was a lot younger, like being a waiter, being a bouncer, like, you know what I mean? These aren't high-end white-collar jobs. He had to start somewhere himself too. So because of that, he's more appreciative of it, and he understands, you know, those are the guys that kind of make the world go around, keep things moving. You know, think about the truck drivers that drive around this country all day to make sure that these stores are supplied with things that you need, that you buy and use on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Just a thought. Let's keep it moving.
But I want to say something to my average guys. The financial pressures are getting real. This is why I think you guys should start moving in together and sharing resources, sharing housing, and doing like Lions do. Y'all need y'all own pride, man. Y'all own pride of your own pack.
Yep. And I think that's where Passport Bros come in. I really do, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. That's pretty much what I see going on now. Keep it moving.
But for the men who are already got their mind right, got their body right, for the men who are ready to take on the responsibility of a woman, whether you a lion or a tiger, whether you on that, you know, on that pride or you on that pack. The pride is that GQ kind of lifestyle, the guy who needs to work network. That's that more the family man, the legacy, the lifestyle. Or if you're on that pack, that's my bachelors. You know, my tigers and my wolves. You know, you got your pack, but you still may be running this. And let me also say this. It is time to sell out. There's only one thing that matters when it comes to picking a woman. And this now going forward, and it's always mattered, but if she's feminine, her femininity matters. Because femininity is damn near culture at this point.
Yep.
If a woman does not possess femininity, you are not a cultural match for her long term. And that may suck. Why is this important? Well, I think I hear a lot of women talking about, exercising their options and expanding their dating pool, and go for it. Go for it. Let the cream rise to the top. I want all my men of value. I don't care what race you are. I want you to start expanding your options. I want you to start expanding your options and dealing only with women who are feminine. Feminine to your masculine. In that regard, women who move in a feminine way, they want to be your first lady. And there are some very telltale signs of women. Look at how they position themselves online, and you can tell whether or not a woman is feminine or not. I tell you, we have a lot of women that are out here who believe they're feminine, and they may be cooler than masculine chicks, but feminine wants to support masculine. And why is this important? I'm not throwing shade or dispersions on anything. I'm just saying to the guys, it's time for you to start selling out. It is time for you to sell out to your masculinity. It's time for you to sell out to your hood, your kinfolk, anybody that's keeping you attached to who you were. Because I am sorry, this is about evolution and growth. And Christ had to leave Nazareth because he was just David's son. In order to be on your purpose, you're going to have to separate yourself from a lot of people.
I want to stop this right here because what he just said right there speaks volumes. Because when he says that, he's not just talking about women. Let me tell you something, you guys, man. If you really, because, I've had a lot of people reach out to me about this whole YouTube thing, man, ever since my channel took off. And, a lot of people ask me, like, what's the secret? Like, how did you do it? What happened? A big part of it was I had to separate myself from certain people that I knew weren't, I won't say necessarily support me, but hold me back, so to speak. Like, certain friends that, that I would probably go out, grab drinks and hang out with on a Friday or a Saturday night. I would pass that up because at the time when I was still working, I would be up almost till 12, 1, 2 in the morning working on content, trying to get it up for the next day. Because while it's premiering the next day, I'm at work at my 9 to 5, constantly going to the gym 5 times a week. Certain disciplines that I had to put in place to better myself, man, you really do have to kind of cut off certain people around you because everybody ain't gonna be with you. Now, the people that I went to New Orleans with, that I went to go to see in New Orleans, that's my tribe, that's my circle. You know what I mean? They rock with me. They've been supporting my channel. They support it more even now because they see how well it's doing. You know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll be able to drag one of them on this channel. Let's keep it moving.
You're going to have to separate yourself from a lot of things that people use to control you. And one of the ways they use to control you is upon your mate selection. Now, only men in general, black men in particular, are the only ones who are really, truly targeted this way.
What is that?
As a black man, you're told that you need to go out and compete with the rest of the world, but you must remain loyal. And I say, yes, remain loyal to you and your purpose.
Yep.
But when it is time for you to take that next step, you need to select from the best, most feminine, most agreeable woman that fits on with your purpose in your area and pick one. A lot of people call that selling out. I call it buying in. Make no mistake, if you're over here to be a renegade, a man roaming the earth, making his own rules, not abiding to anybody, that sounds really nice. But you don't build anything with guys like that. If you don't realize that there's a point in time in life where you're going to have to buy in order to move up. And a lot of guys don't like this conversation. Hey man, I'm not telling you what to do. If you can get the kind of success you want, if the mission is more important than to you and your autonomy, cool. But you must accept what comes along with that. And I'm talking to the men who have a mindset that they want something outside of themselves. Gentlemen, ladies, I have clients worldwide. When I do my consults during the day, I talk to people worldwide. And there's one thing that's unanimous. There's a group of women that want to get with this group of men, and they just need to be able to find one another. Because we got so many people that are out there saying that one thing and want to do another. Gentlemen, ask yourself a question. Have you ever dated a feminine woman?
Nope.
Have you ever been well treated by a woman? Seriously. I've told the story about the first time I had a woman actually do the most selfless thing when I was sick. Came over to my condo, brought groceries, made soup, brought my favorite pizza. While she was cleaning up the house, disinfecting and all that other stuff, made sure I was taken care of, topped me off and left. I was confused.
Outstanding. Flawless victory.
You hear stories about men talking about they're going out of the country and then they're being around women who really like men for men and understand how to treat a masculine man. And understand, a masculine man doesn't mean a brute. Stop letting people tell you you're not masculine because you ain't walking around in Timberlands and all this other bullshit. Sidney Poitier was none of that. Neither was Malcolm X. Stop letting people tell you you're not a masculine man because you actually, anyway. That's one thing you got to understand, gentlemen. As you start to sell out, you're going to hear a lot of shit from the people who cannot buy in. See, the people who don't want you to sell out, they want you to stay around them because they cannot or they are not willing to buy in. Make no mistake. If they don't want to play ball, Godspeed. But the men who build this world have to collaborate with other men, systems, things like that. And you are going to have to play ball. This is why social skills are so important. Networking skills, the ability to cooperate. Get the likes up or we shut the chat down. And to this regard, understand something. Gentlemen, the woman you have on your arm is either an asset or a liability. There is no gray area. If you spend more time managing the emotions, if you spend more time managing your woman than your purpose, you got a problem. Oh shit. Oh. Holla, holla. If you spend more time managing your woman than your purpose, you got a problem. If your woman I'm about to, oh Jesus. There are some women out here who are so used to having everything given to them, or so used to the world, and especially in the West, that they really don't know how to support a man. And this is no shade at them. Understand something. Guys, we live shorter lives than women. We get into our value later than women. What does that mean? Gentlemen, you don't have time to waste. Women get their value and their beauty up front. They have to maintain. Men have to earn their value, and we live shorter. So it is time to sell out, because you don't want to be a 40-year-old man out here. Well, most men, I don't say you, most men don't want to be 40-year-old nomad bachelors. I know it sounds sexy in a lot of spaces, and the problem is most guys who say that is because they don't have access to the kind of women they don't have access to the kind of feminine women, and they're not willing to sell out. So what are you saying, Kevin? Are you saying that black men need to get with non-black women? No, I'm saying black men need to get with feminine women. I'm not just talking to black men. I'm talking to all men. It's time to sell out for femininity.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right here. I don't want this to be too long, but I don't know. So you know what I mean? It's like I miss Kevin Samuels so much that, man, you know, like I can watch these forever, man. So much knowledge, and he was just taken away from us too soon. But this kind of message resonates more than ever right now, because with this passport movement, you know, becoming bigger and bigger, you know, what Kevin Samuels said in this broadcast is pretty much in a nutshell on why men are getting their passports and dating abroad. I look at passport bros as a group of men that are selling out for femininity. And I don't care if you're a black man, white man, Hispanic man, Indian man, Asian man, I don't care what race you are. That's how I see passport bro. I see passport bros as guys that are selling out for femininity, that are selling out for submission, that are selling out for those characteristics that most men really want out of women. There might be some men in this country that disagree with the things that we want out of women. I look at those guys as guys that are probably too far gone, or they done drank the Kool-Aid, or they've been living under the matriarchal way of things for so long that they just think that way. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But for the guys that want to wake up, and for the guys that want feminine women, like I said before, man, I think this is the route that you need to take. Because unless you're a 6 or 7 figure earner in this country, the chances of you getting treated the way you want it by women in this country is slim to none. God, man, y'all want to know what's so crazy, man? Something that I've noticed, man. Since this man has passed, man, he has gained what appears to be another 60, 70,000 subs. When he passed, I think he was probably at 1.53. Now he's almost at 1.6. It's like at 1.59. So that just goes to show you, man, like, his message resonated with a lot of people. And I think that gets overlooked by all the hate that he received, especially from, you know, bitter women and people that just didn't like his delivery. Like, y'all can dislike his delivery all you want, but y'all can't sit over here and say the stuff that he was saying didn't make any sense. You don't get almost 1.6 million subs without saying something that makes sense. Oh, man, just go to show you, man, these women value their feelings more than they do reality or facts. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. I wanted to go over this. Shout out to Mark Cruz. I think it was Mark Cruz who sent me this. Great idea. This needed to be spoken on. Yeah, I think Kevin Samuels would have approved of the passport movement. You know what I mean? Considering what it's about. All right. So again, let me know what y'all think about this. All right. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. And hit the like button, because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.
Yep.